Why are indie makeup brands better than mainstream, drugstore, or even high-end makeup brands? There are a few reasons actually. I'm gonna list those and then we're gonna move on to some mesmerizing swatches. The first reason is that they're unique and innovative. Most of the time, because indie brands are small, independent brands, they're trying to stand out, they're trying to grab your attention, and therefore they're going for very unique, innovative colors, duochromes, multichromes, metallic shades, sparkles, just really interesting products that you're not gonna see with your mainstream makeup brands. Second reason is that most of the time, the majority of them are vegan, paraben-free, cruelty-free, all those good stuff, and it's always good because why hurt animals while trying to look pretty? The third reason is customer experience. Because they're smaller brands, they have a lot more time and patience towards customers as opposed to higher really big and brands and makeup companies that don't really have time for that or don't have enough employees. Those are small brands, so they're a lot more connected to their customers and their clients, and they speak to you on eye level. They comment a lot more on posts and on your comments. They answer a lot more questions. They're a lot quicker to respond with email. That's with most of the indie brands. The fourth reason is quality over quantity. Indie brands normally make a lot smaller batches, which does mean that it's sold out a lot quicker. So if you like any of the swatches that I'm going to show today, you want to go ahead and grab them because they might be sold out soon. But they're trying to really put attention into quality of the product as opposed to just making a lot of it to sell as much as possible. So normally with indie brands, you're gonna see amazing quality, great performance with eyeshadow, the butteriest, smoothest textures with eyeshadows, the best pigmentation that you're gonna see on the market, as opposed to higher end makeup brands that sometimes are trying to just get out collections as fast as possible because they have deadlines and they're trying to make a lot of it. So they might reduce in the quality. And no shade to any higher end makeup brand or drugstore. That's what I use on a daily basis. There are some amazing, really good brands out there. But just with indie makeup, they really pay attention into their formulas. And the proof is in the pudding. If you're gonna try it, you're gonna see for yourself. Obviously, I'm not talking about all indie brands in general. I haven't tried all of them, but this is normally the experience that people get with those. The fifth reason is that indie brands mainly make handmade products, which means that they put a lot more time, effort, attention, and energy into details, into packaging, into their formulas, and they really try to make it as better as possible because they literally put their hands into their product. They're looking at them up close, they're designing them up close. It's not a big, massive, huge production line with a bunch of employees that just machines are doing it really fast and making tons and tons of those products. Those people are actually sitting in their home and trying to make the perfect formula to give to their customers. And the last, sixth but not least important reason is that supporting small brands. If that means something to you, then you should support indie brands. Indie makeup doesn't necessarily mean cheaper, just putting it out there, but it does mean the same price normally, sometimes even a little higher, but a lot of the times, like the products I'm going to be talking about today, are the same price as some of the drugstore, some of the high-end makeup, but the quality and the performance and the pigmentation and the uniqueness of the shadows is much, much better. So you're putting the same amount of money, but you're supporting a small brand, somebody who really puts their heart and soul into the products, and you can really feel it and you can really tell. Now, if I caught your attention and I convinced you to try some indie brands yourself and kind of like just put your feet in the pool and you don't want to like jump into it, but you want to just try it out, see what the hype is all about, and you're just asking me what brand you should try, I would definitely highly recommend Ensley Reign, which is the brand that we're going to be swatching today. So today I have some really unique products to show you guys. I'm so super excited. When I just first opened the box, first of all, I heard angels singing. I was like, ah! Just because of the packaging and all the holographicness and beautifulness. But then when I started swatching them, whew, I was sold the first minute. You guys, these are absolutely amazing. You're gonna see in a second. The swatches speak for themselves. With that said, please keep in mind that it was really hard to get the actual color and the shift of the colors and all the multichromeness of the shade, all the deliciousness on camera. I tried all kinds of lightings, and just in person, it does not look the same as in camera. The camera reduces 30% of the actual effect that you see in person. So anything that you're gonna see in a minute on the swatches, just keep in mind that it's like 30 times better in person. So today I'm going to be swatching 3 So today I'm going to be swatching 3 pressed eyeshadows, 3 Moon Dust loose pigments, and 8 of their liquid eyeshadows. I love their logo because it reminds me of the tattoo that I have on my ankle. Just a stupid side note. Ensley Reign is an indie brand. All of their products are uniquely handmade and it's made in the USA. So just so you know, if you want to support a small business in the USA, this is the way to go. So I'm going to be starting with the pressed eyeshadows, and I want to start just because I can't wait with my very favorite one. This is hands down my favorite product out of all the products that I'm going to be swatching today. If you're going to get anything from Ensley Reign, get this. This is their Full Moon pressed eyeshadow from the Enchanted Forest collection. This is the packaging that it came in Dragon's Breath. And oh my god, this shade is so soft, buttery, smooth. For some reason, when I saw all the swatches of Ensley Reign on their Instagram page, which I'm going to be linking below, I thought that they probably like wet the eyeshadow or use some kind of a sticky base to make it look like that. And no, as soon as I got the packaging, I just took my finger, just dry finger, touched it, just went a little circle, swatched it, and the color payoff. It feels like it's wet eyeshadow although it's pressed. It's absolutely amazing. It shifts from this pink to gold to green, and once again, I wish you could see the actual color of it in person. This does not, the camera does no justice. I was reviewing the footage, I was like, no, but it doesn't look like this. It looks so much better. Just keep in mind, this is amazing. It has this gold, and yet, oh my, it's, in certain lights, it even looks like teal. So if I'm looking at this eyeshadow, it goes from teal
to green to gold to pink to like reddish pink.
It's just like orangey. I don't know, it has so many shades in it. And the name Dragon's Breath, I just love it because it really feels like it gives me those dragon, like enchanted feel and vibes. This is absolutely my favorite. All right, I'm not gonna ramble so long about each and every one of those. I'm sorry, I had to talk about this one because it's my favorite one. But the second pressed eyeshadow I'm gonna be talking about is Lotus Moon, and it's from the Cosmic Dreamer collection. Has really cute packaging too. And this one is a little more powdery than the previous one that we just swatched. Nonetheless, it has beautiful color shifting in it. It once again is a multichrome eyeshadow, and it goes from really soft teal greenish shade to gold to very soft pink. It has this opalescent feel to it, and it looks really pretty, and I feel like it's gonna look really good on top of a darker base. I really want to try it on top of a darker base. The last pressed eyeshadow is called Pink Lemonade, and this is just one of their regular full moon pressed eyeshadows. Mine came a little broken, unfortunately. I can't even lift it because I don't want to mess it up, but I think I'm just gonna fix it with some alcohol and just press it. This one gives me those very soft Barbie feels. It's a very, very soft baby pink color with some gold flecks in it, and it shifts from gold to pearly pink. It's just absolutely delicious. And if you want to try out a multi-chrome eyeshadow but you don't want to go too intense or too colorful, I would really recommend that one. Moving on to the liquid eyeshadows. First shade I'm going to be swatching is called Illusion, and this one is absolutely gorgeous. This one probably is one of my favorite ones from the liquid eyeshadows. This one shifts from teal to baby blue to pink to green, and this one is one of those that the camera did no justice with. It looks way more colorful in person and a lot more intense than you see on camera, but it's beautiful. I love the color combination in the shifting of this color from this teal to baby blue to green to pink. I just feel like it's really gives me like fairy dust feels. These come in the most beautiful packaging, and I even feel like this packaging is just so pretty. It feels really well made. It doesn't feel clumsy. It feels expensive. The cap is see-through. It's just this really full, thick plastic, but it's clear, it's see-through, and it almost looks like glass. So I really love the packaging on these. Next one is Suna? I don't know. I'm so sorry for my English. But this is the next shade, and this one once again is the one that the camera did no justice with, but we have other shades that you're gonna see in a minute. That camera kind of picked them up pretty good. But this one is one of those that you can't really see how golden it is. So this one shifts from gold to pink to orange to yellow, and even has a little bit of green to it. So it's mainly like a terracotta, pinkish, almost like a coral base to it, with the shifting gold, yellow, little green flecks of sparkle and glitter on it. I know it's supposed to be eyeshadow, but I kind of want to try it on my lips. Next we have Dreamweaver. This is my second favorite out of all of those, maybe my first one. I feel like Illusion and Dreamweaver is kind of on the same level of the top for me. This one shifts from purple to teal to pink. It has a very strong purple kind of lilac undertone base to it, and then it has those pink, teal, greenish sparks on top of it. I think that Illusion and Dreamweaver would make a really gorgeous eye look together. Next we have Fire Opal. This one, the camera actually picked up pretty on the spot. It's pretty much what I see in person too. And it's basically what it is. It's just a Fire Opal. It has this pearlescent sheen to it with a little bit of gold and teal and a tiny bit of purple to it as well, with a white base. And once again, if you're one of those who really want to try one of their liquid eyeshadows but you don't want to go too colorful or too multi-chrome, I would go for Fire Opal. The versatility about those that I really love is that you can use them on their own, but you can also use them on a base. They're gonna look completely different on an opaque white base, like the NYX Jumbo Eyeshadow Pencil in Milk, for example, like an opaque white. And they're also going to look completely different on any other dark cream eyeshadow, so like black or blue or purple or green. They're just gonna shift it and make it look even more multi-chrome than it actually already is. And if you use the moon dust on top of that. Next we have Supernatural, and that one the camera picked up pretty well as well. It has basically two different shifting shades of green. One of them is more of like a yellowish light green, lime green, and the other one is a little bit more of a darker teal grass green, and a little bit of those golden flecks on top as well. This one is actually the one that I'm wearing on my eyes today as an eyeliner, one of the colors. I also have a little bit of the Lotus Moon on my inner corner and a little bit on the eyeliner itself. Next we have Juno. This one is almost like more of a bluer version of the Dreamweaver. These are them next to each other. I feel like Dreamweaver has a lot more pink and a little bit more green in it than Juno. Juno is a lot more blue, but it still has this also lavender lilac undertone to it, with a little bit of cream of teal and green in it as well. These two would work together really nicely too. Next I have the shade that I can't pronounce. It's Electron. I don't know, but this one is beautiful as well. It's green and it's pink and it's gold, and it's like almost like a lime green, but mainly golden pink. But I still see a little bit of lime green in it too. It has a pink or almost like a peachy pink undertone to it, and on top you have the gold shimmer. Last but not least, we have Charmed. Charmed is being picked up by the camera pretty well too. So it's mainly gold with a little bit of this peachy pink, a little bit of like orangey shift as well. This one is a beautiful kind of sunset color. Once again, if you're not into too much of color shifting, too many colors on your eyes, but you do want to try this multi-chrome eyeshadow that does shift in color, this one, as well as the Fire Opal, Charmed is the second one that I would recommend. So next we have the last but not least product, which is the Moon Dusts. And those are loose pigments, and I love their packaging. I actually felt like my camera, as weird as it is, didn't pick up the packaging and just the powder in them as well as my phone did. So I'm going to be inserting my phone footage of just the packaging and the colors inside, because I feel like you can see them better with the phone, but once again, not as much as you can see in person. By the way, if you're still watching and you enjoy this video, make sure to subscribe if you haven't already, because you might see more videos from me that you're gonna really love in the future. And if you're not subscribed and you don't hit the bell notifications, then you're not gonna know that a new video is up. I don't want you to miss it. especially if you like this video, because for my next video next week, I'm going to be creating a video on actually creating looks with these eyeshadows. But I'm going to be telling you a little more about it when we're done with the swatches. So moon dust. I'm going to be starting with my favorite moon dust, which is Crystal Bubble. When I saw this one online, I was like, ooh. This one is like my favorite color, all-in-one, beautiful powder makeup. I love purple, I love opalescent, I love duochrome, I love iridescent, and this has all of it together. This is a beautiful iridescent kind of purpley lilac, almost like a periwinkle one, but a little bit more to the blue side. I'm so sorry for my description. It's like a blurple with a little bit of pink and gold, a little bit of that teal green in it. Once again, I feel like all of them have a little bit of that green, but just a tad, just enough to make it like an extra color. And this one is that. It's just a blurple with pink and gold. It shifts from pink to purple to blue to gold. It's just absolutely beautiful, and I cannot wait to use that not only on its own, but also, I don't even know, like I want to use it on my lips, I want to use it on my face, I want to use it on my eyes. This is just giving me those fairy tale vibes. But I feel like I'm going to be using a lot of those for like Halloween and for Christmas and for New Year's and for parties. Just, yeah. Anyway, this one is my favorite. Next we have Ethereal, which is just a very soft, opalescent, white with a little bit of a golden green, like a warm gold sheen to it. Last but not least, Fire Opal. This has the same name as the Fire Opal liquid eyeshadow, and this is its sister. So this is the loose pigment version of that liquid eyeshadow. If you put this on top of the liquid eyeshadow, it just intensifies the sparkliness of it and makes it that much more intense. But this is, once again, that has that beautiful shift of color from white opalescent to green to gold. And this is just basically, once again, if you don't want to go too colorful, but you do want to get that little something, a little bit of like changing, shifting color, but in a very soft, delicate way that is not too much in your face, then I would recommend Fire Opal from the Moon Dust. Once again, if you liked any of those, I'm going to be linking Ensley Reign in this description bar below. Go ahead and check it out because it might be out of stock. Now I know what you're thinking. Okay, beautiful, those are gorgeous multichrome shades, all the shiftiness of the colors, it looks beautiful, it's mesmerizing, but when am I ever going to wear colorful shades like that other than Halloween or like Christmas or something like that? What if I want to try those out, but I don't want to look like a clown? I don't want to look too much. What if you're a little more mature, a little older woman, and you're like, okay, those are beautiful, and I want to mesmerize people with my eyes, using those on my eyes, but how am I gonna wear it without looking too much in your face? That is what I'm here for next week on my next video, which if it's up already, I'm going to be linking it, but if it's not up yet, then check it out next week. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell notification so that you can be notified when it's up. I'm going to show you a few different ways to wear those eyeshadows without it looking too much. One of them is the eyeshadow look that I'm wearing on my eyes right now. I basically kind of converted it into an eyeliner, and in that new video I'm going to be showing you how, along with 2 other options to be wearing multichrome eyeshadows and make it look a little more wearable and not too much. Now if you just want to try it out and you don't want to go ham, or if you're on a budget and you only want to get one of each of those or something like that, my top recommendations, if you're going for the pressed eyeshadow, I would definitely go with Dragon's Breath, hands down. If you're gonna go with the molten liquid eyeshadows, I would go with Dreamweaver. And as for the moon dusts, I would go with Crystal Bubble. If you want to get just one, my top recommendation out of the entire website, if you just want to try it out, then I would say Dragon's Breath. By the way, they all came in those beautiful holographic packagings. Sorry, I'm just a sucker for anything holographic. But anyway, guys, I really hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments below which one of those shades or those products caught your attention and caught your eye the most. Which one of those you're considering of getting. And I'm going to be linking Ensley Reign down the description bar. Again, go check them out. Show them some love. This is an independent indie brand, small, handmade business, and yeah, make sure to show them some love. If you want to see some more of those swatches and pictures, make sure to follow me on Instagram, MakeupAndArtFreak_. I'm going to be linking it down below as well, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.